All right, what is going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What is up? Let me see if I can share this because I was having a lot of issues with OBS right now, which wasn't streaming. So right now, what we're doing is we're streaming directly into YouTube. Okay, so I really do apologize for that. We had an issue with OBS. Not streaming, or it might actually be my connection. I don't know, with this apocalypse type stuff that's happening. I really do apologize for that. Now I'm trying to go into ClickFunnels, and what I'm going to do is to go to ClickFunnels and change that on the Marketing Atlas Show page. So if you go to marketingatlasshow.com, you should be able to see this. I do apologize in the meantime. So give me just a second, guys. I'm going to go ahead because we had some questions on marketingatlasshow.com. I really wanted to go ahead and make sure that we got those answers. In the meantime, I hope that you guys are super, super well. Let me actually change this in the ClickFunnels page in marketingatlasshow.com so that we have it there. And we're going to go from there. So let me actually make a copy of this code that we have here. And sorry, guys. And we're going to do this. And I'm going to add the YouTube video right up in here. And we'll go from there. And we'll do that. Okay, so let me do the YouTube. All right, there we go. Okay, so you guys should be able to see me in Marketing Atlas Show as well. So here we go. All right, great. So we are live after all. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Marketing Atlas Show. Today is the 18th of March. I really do apologize for the delay. We're going in a little bit later than usual. The reason why is because I had some issues with OBS. I'm not sure what happened, but hey, technology, right? And something that I realized is that with all of this quarantine that's going on and all of that stuff, what's happening is that, I kind of live in a quarantine status, if you would. But anyways, I don't know if you can see this, if this is the other way around. What it says here is that the CPMs are down. The CPMs are down, meaning, I'm going to just erase this because I'm going to look the other way around. But CPMs are down, meaning that if you're going to advertise, you better do it now on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, whatever it is that you're trying to do, go ahead and advertise. And the reason why CPMs are down, it's because a lot of people are pulling their campaigns from Facebook. They're pulling their campaigns from YouTube. They're pulling their campaigns. They're stopping their campaigns. There's a lot of how do you call it? A lot of events that were happening that are not happening anymore. So that frees up inventory. There was a lot of political campaigns that were happening that are not happening anymore. So that frees up inventory as well. So the CPMs, the cost per 1,000 impressions, CPM stands for cost per mil. So the CPMs are actually down. So if you want to go ahead and get a little bit more market share right now, that is how you do it. You double down in your advertising right now. Okay, so that is exactly what you want to do. So go ahead and double down in your advertising, because at this point you will be able to get a little bit more market share. You will be able to go ahead and get whatever it is that you need to get from your marketplace. Okay, so with that being said, let's jump into questions. I'm not going to be monitoring Facebook or YouTube at this point. My idea is to usually stream to Facebook and YouTube, and I did a stream, like a test stream earlier today, but I don't know what happened with OBS that didn't allow me to multi-stream. I'm using Restream.io for the most part to go to YouTube and Facebook at the same time, but now I couldn't. So I had to go live on Facebook, and I don't think I can share my screen here. I don't think so. So we're just going play by ear. What do you think? All right, cool. So we had some questions. From people that left them back last week. So again, if you have questions throughout the week, go ahead and go to marketingatlasshow.com, drop your question, and I'll do my best to actually share it with you. So we have a question from Brandon. Let me actually click the like button on Brandon's question. So let's see. We had a question from Brandon. He's saying, how would I retarget the audience that saw my video ad? I want to target people who saw at least 50% of it. Do I just select the same saved audience? Okay, Brandon, great question. What we usually do is we create a custom audience on Facebook, and based off of that, you can actually retarget people that watch 25% or 10 seconds or 50% or 75% or 95% of your video. Okay, so that will allow you to actually go ahead and get that in there. Just select the video that you're trying to to build an audience from. Select the video there. 50% is I think pretty good. So you want to create a custom audience, and then at the ad set level, once you're creating your campaign or your ad set, you want to go ahead and select that very same audience. So basically what you're going to be doing is telling Facebook, hey, Facebook, everyone that watched 50% of this video, put it in that custom audience. So that way, Facebook can go ahead and put that in, and then you can show ads through a custom audience. So when you're creating the ad set, you will select that custom audience to actually show videos too. Really, really effective strategy. It works really well. And it does work when it comes to generating, I would say, awareness for your company and all of that. Okay, cool. So let's see what we have next. We have a question from Armand. And again, I'm taking these questions from marketingatlasshow.com. So if you go to marketingatlasshow.com, you should be able to see all of these questions. Okay, so Armand is asking, you once told me an amazing thing. You had 6 months worth of content for email marketing. That is dope. How do you do it? Get specific if you want as well. Okay, Armand, great question. So you don't just come up with 6 months worth of content. And what Armand is referring to is we had a conversation with Armand a couple of weeks ago. It was a really, really good conversation. The stuff is on his YouTube channel. So if you search for Armand Onion, you should be able to find him. He's pretty cool. He's really a smart guy. And we were talking about what happens after somebody buys anything, right? So for instance, let's say that you go to perpetualprofits.com and you buy my book, right? What will happen then is that I'll start sending you emails for the next couple of months. That's true. But you don't just come up with 6 months worth of emails, right? So what I do, this is my process to actually coming up with emails, all right? So today or this week, I will set up a promotion. So let's say that this week I want to set up my marketing and advertising membership, which is the No BS Advertising Club, which, by the way, you can check out by going to nobsadvertising.club, right? And today I'm going to set that promotion. So this is promo 1, right? So I'm going to set that promotion. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is that then I'm going to write all of the emails for this promotion, right? Boom, boom. So let's say that I want to send 2 emails a day for 3 days or 2 emails a day for 4 days, and I'm going to send them to this promotion. Now the promotion can be either a webinar, or it could be either a landing page with a countdown sequence, or it could be a click sequence and a countdown sequence. So it can be a variety of things, right? So I write and I sit down and I write like 6 to 10 emails for the week, right? And once that happens, then I put this in my queue with the next promotion. So let's say that this is my funnel, right? So somebody buys my book, and now let me make sure that you guys see this. Well, you guys are not seeing this, so let me do this. Okay, there you go. Okay, so let's say that somebody buys my book. So now what I can do is I have promo 1 already written. Then I have promo 2, and so on, right? So then I have promo 3. Okay. So now what I do is I send this to my whole list. I send it to all of my list, this promotion, I send it to all of my list. And what will end up happening is that some people will buy, some people won't, right? But then once I do, I put this in the back here, all right? So this will be effectively promo 4. So once you buy the book, or once you get in through a lead magnet or whatever, then you're going to get promo 1 first week, promo 2 second week, 3rd week, 4th week, and all of that. So basically what I'm doing is just 1 promotion per month, per week, and then I add that to the rest of my promotions, which is, they're daisy chain. So basically what I'm doing is, let's say that you buy my book, then I invite you to get my workshop. And then if you don't get my workshop, I invite you to get my No BS Advertising Club. And then if that doesn't happen, then I move you on through the daisy chain. So this goes back to, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago that I've been doing this. So we do have a lot of content. Usually what will happen is that today, for instance, I send an email to my list and it's the Marketing Atlas show, right? And then, some people will come and see the show. Some people will watch the replay as usual. But what happens is that then we will have all of these promotions happening on the back end as well. So basically this is automation right here. So this is automation. And this is something called broadcast. So broadcast is when you're sending emails to all of your lists, and then automation means that they're just there and they keep on receiving emails. I'm using ActiveCampaign for this as well. So that is how you do it. You just don't, come up with 6 months worth of content. If you sit down and write one email a day for the next 6 months, then you will have 6 months worth of content by the end of it. So that's how you do it. All right, cool. So let's see what else we got. Okay, so Joe is asking, or he's saying, want to target managers, no managing work from home employees. Okay, this is such a broad audience. It could be small companies as well as Fortune 500 companies. What would you suggest? Okay, so the first thing that I would suggest, Joe, is that you narrow down your audience, because you're right. What's happening right now is that you will have people that have like 5 employees working from home, and then we'll have like thousands of employees working from home. So the first thing is to narrow down your audience. So who do you want to work with? Who is your target demographic? Who's your target market? Let's say that you want to work with people that are managing anywhere from 5 to 20 people at home. Well, then on your ads, you're going to target, small business owners. You're going to target HR managers and all of that. And on your ads, you're going to say, hey, if you manage a team between 5 to 20 people, this is going to be for you. Because the challenges between somebody that manages 5 people versus somebody else that manages 20 people or 30 or 50 or 100 are going to be vastly different. So this is like saying, hey, I'm going to take as clients companies that make 500,000 a year all the way up to 50 million. And the difference between running a company that makes less than $1 million to run a company that makes over $10 million are completely different, right? So you need to figure it out what your target demographic or what your target audience is. And then once you have that, the interests are going to be the same. What's going to change is how you talk to them. You cannot say, hey, I bet you're tired of handling 500 people remote. How do you do it? Like that's not going to resonate to somebody that's managing 5 people. Right. And then you have a lot of HR targeting that you can do on Facebook. So you can actually do that. But the first thing that you want to do is to narrow down your audience to somebody that you actually can serve. So for instance, for me, I work with companies that are making anywhere from 1 to 5 million. That is like my sweet spot, right? If you're making 1 to 5 million, then I can help you take it to 10 million. But if you're making less than that, then I cannot help you. And if you're making over 10 million, then probably I'm not a good fit. You need to talk to somebody that has taken a company to 50 million, right? But since I've helped taking a company from 0 to 10, then you want to go ahead and get that clarity in terms of who you're targeting and who your target demographic is, basically. And based off of that, you will prepare all of your marketing material to actually show them, that you care and that you're talking to them specifically. Okay. So I hope that helps. All right. What's going on, everybody? You guys can hear me all right? I hope that you can. Yeah, you should be able to hear me. Okay, cool. So let's see if we have any additional questions. Go ahead and post your questions in marketingatlasshow.com if you have additional questions. If not, we're going to call it quits. In the meantime, here's what I would recommend you guys. Something that I told you at the beginning of the show is, number one, if you're advertising, advertise harder. Mostly if you have any product that doesn't depend on inventory, that doesn't depend on people visiting you, or doesn't depend on people or people going to some place, which is, I would say, most of my audience, they're selling info products. So if that's your case, go ahead and advertise harder, because people are going to be in their houses, they're going to be bored, they're going to be quarantined, and actually a lot of companies are, based off of fear, they're actually trying to avoid this type of stuff. They're trying to get away from advertising, you know. And I think it was Henry Ford that said that stopping advertising to save money is like stopping your watch to save time, something like that. So you want to go ahead and keep on advertising. Specifically on these cases, you want to even double down, because again, the CPMs are down, the cost per impressions are down from Facebook. You know, on some cases we went from $30-$40 per 1,000 impressions to $11, to $10, to $7, and to the same marketplace. So now it's the time to double down on your advertising. Do not be afraid. Go ahead and double down. Go ahead and actually use the advertising to get you some more market share. This is the time to double down. Okay, this is the time to take it to the next level. If you want my help taking it to the next level, go to nobsadvertising.club. That is nobsadvertising.club, and I'll help you for sure over the next couple of months, and I'll help you, you know, come up with a good strategy for you to take it to the next level as well. All right, cool. So let's see if we have any additional questions. Let's see. I need to keep on refreshing on the Facebook. Okay, love the club. Thank you, my man. Thank you, brother. I really do appreciate Joe. Did the answer make sense for you, Joe? I know that we can talk about, we have a call this upcoming Friday, so make sure you attend. But that is the first thing that you want to do. And then something else that you want to have in mind is that once you define who you want to target, come to the call on Friday, and then we will develop a strategy for that. But thank you, I do appreciate that. We're going to get them for sure. Okay, cool, fantastic. All right, everybody. I think that this is going to be it for today. Sorry once again for the technical difficulties. I hope that you guys are safe. Hope that you guys are spending time with your family or alone. Okay, cool. I will ask more in the group on the call. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, brother. So I hope that you guys are safe. Again, double down. This is the time. Okay, this is the time to actually go ahead and, you know, take it to the next level. So thank you guys for hanging out with me for a little bit. And I hope that you're enjoying the new setup. I got this. This is pretty cool as well. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if I cannot tell if it's the other way around, but I promise it will be better next week when I can get finally OBS to work. So thank you guys. I'll see you really soon. Bye-bye.